Most people think winning an argument means shouting louder, but real power isn't about volume, it's about control. Think about the last time someone yelled at you. Maybe it was your boss, your partner, or a stranger online. Your heart started racing, your brain froze, and hours later you were still replaying the conversation in your head, thinking of all the things you should have said. Here's the truth. When someone is attacking you verbally, your brain goes into fight or flight mode. You try to use logic, you try to explain facts, you try to prove that you're right, but logic doesn't penetrate the ego. When someone is angry, they're not listening to you, they're just waiting for their turn to speak. So, how do you win? Even when they're not really listening, you don't push harder, you don't talk faster, you don't bring more facts, you bypass their ego completely. And that's where the mirror technique comes in. This technique is so simple that it almost sounds stupid, but it's used by top negotiators, therapists, and even FBI hostage negotiators. It's called mirroring. And once you understand it, you will never argue the same way again. Here's how it works. Step 1. Instead of defending yourself, you simply repeat the last 3 to 5 words the other person said as a question. That's it. If they say, "I'm so sick of you never listening to my ideas," you calmly reply, "Never listening to your ideas." If they say, "You always make everything about you," you say, "Everything about me." If they say, "You don't care about this team," you say, "Don't care about this team." It sounds incredibly basic, but psychologically, it is powerful. When you mirror someone's words, 3 things happen instantly. First, they feel heard. Most arguments exist because people feel ignored or misunderstood. When you repeat their words back to them, their brain registers, "Okay, they actually heard me." Second, they slow down. To respond to your mirrored question, they have to think. They start explaining themselves more clearly. Third, they start to lower their guard. Their emotional brain calms down and their rational brain slowly comes back online. Now, for the first time, you actually have a person you can talk to. But the secret isn't just in the words, it's in the way you say them. If you mirror with a sarcastic or aggressive tone, you'll make everything worse. You need to use what Chris Voss calls the late night FMDJ voice. Slow, calm, warm, curious. Your tone should say, "I'm trying to understand you," not "I'm trying to destroy you." So instead of snapping back, you slightly lower your voice, slow your pace, and gently mirror their words. What happens next is almost funny. They keep talking. They dig deeper. And here is where you win the argument without fighting it. Because once someone feels understood, they stop trying to attack you and start working with you. You can use one simple line to turn the entire argument in your favor. You say, "Okay, so what you're really saying is," then you summarize their main point in one calm sentence. When you do this correctly, they will usually respond with a relieved, "Yes, exactly." And the moment they say "exactly," the argument is already over. So let's put it all together. Step 1, stop trying to win with logic. Step 2, mirror the last few words as a calm question. Step 3, use a slow, curious tone. Step 4, summarize their feelings. You don't win an argument by destroying the other person. You win by guiding them to your conclusion. If you found this powerful, don't waste it. Use it. And for more psychological tricks, make sure you subscribe. Bye.